If you've had a help wanted sign in your window since spring and you still can't find someone who shows up on day 2, this morning's numbers say the problem probably isn't you. I'm Drew. This is Main Street Operator. It's Monday, August 3rd, and today we're walking through 3 stories that touch your hiring, your competition, and the money you'd need to grow. All of it framed around the decision you're actually facing this week. Start with the labor market because it's the thing most of you named as your #1 headache. In the NFIB June jobs report, published July 2nd, 32% of small business owners said they had openings they simply could not fill. Of the owners who tried to hire, 84% reported few or no qualified applicants walking through the door. And yet 62% of you were still out there hiring or trying to. So the demand for people is real. The bodies just aren't lining up. Here's the thing that report tells me. In a market this tight, the job posting itself is your first filter, and most of them are throwing away good candidates. This week, rewrite one posting. Lead with the actual pay range and the actual schedule in the first 2 lines, not competitive pay, a real number. Then offer a paid 2-hour working interview instead of a sit-down. You'll learn more about whether someone shows up and works than any resume will tell you, and the good ones will pick you over the shop, still hiding its wage. Second story, and this one is landing in a lot of your markets, whether you've noticed or not. If you run an HVAC, plumbing, or electrical shop, there's a real chance a private equity-backed buyer has already looked up your building. In May, according to the private equity trade press, Apollo agreed to put roughly $2 billion into Apex Service Partners at a valuation near $10 billion. Industry deal trackers now count around 27 active private equity platforms, buying up residential trades across the country, and one platform alone closed about 60 add-on deals last year. Here's what that means for you on the ground. These platforms pay in the range of 3 to 5 times earnings for shops under $2 million in profit, and more as you get bigger. That's your competition raising prices and buying your neighbors. This week, do one thing. Actually calculate your number. Pull your last 12 months, add back your owner's pay and the personal expenses running through the business, and you've got your seller's discretionary earnings. Even if you never sell, knowing that figure tells you whether you're a buyer, a target, or the independent who has to outservice the roll-up down the road. Third, the money to grow. The Federal Reserve held its benchmark rate for the 4th straight meeting on June 7th, keeping it at 3.5 to 3.75%. The Wall Street Journal prime rate is sitting at 6.75, which puts SBA 7A loans in the range of roughly 9.75 to a little over 13% right now. That's expensive, and it's why a lot of you are sitting on your hands. But here's the piece that gets missed. If the thing you want to buy is real estate or heavy equipment, the SBA 504 program is running closer to 5 to 7%, sometimes half the rate of a 7A. This week, if you've been eyeing the building you rent or a piece of equipment that's a decade old, don't default to the loan your bank pitches first. Ask specifically about a 504. On a few $100,000, that rate gap is real money back in your pocket every month. The difference between a payment that strangles your cash flow and one you barely notice, that's your Monday. Tight labor, private equity at your doorstep, and a financing market where the right loan matters more than the headline rate. Friday, I'm taking you inside one Los Angeles restaurant that was leaving millions on the table without knowing it, and the one tool that helps you stop doing the same thing. I'm Drew, and this is Main Street Operator. Go run your week.